Now, we had Sasha Banks take on Alexa Bliss in the opening match on Raw. And this was a match that I was looking forward to seeing because we all know the quote unquote heat between Sasha Banks and Alexa Bliss. And I don't know if it's more between her, between the Banks and Bliss, or is it more if it's more between Banks and Alexa Bliss's the fan base. Who knows? But this match to me really didn't do much for me. I didn't get even pick highlights for it because I didn't think it was really worth watching again. The match to me, it just felt weird. It felt out of touch. And not only that, Becky Lynch to me ruined that match because I know it's all about their match coming up at Hell in a Cell, and you want to promote that match. And I totally forgot this was the go home show for Hell in a Cell. You know, you want to promote that match coming up, but they kind of really ignored what was going on really in the ring. And then you got Sasha Banks pointing at Becky Lynch and kind of just like forgetting about Alexa Bliss in the ring. It just really wasn't what I thought the match was going to be because it felt like you were starting to maybe possibly get a feud between Bayley and Banks and Cross and Bliss to where maybe it leads up to a tag team title match later down the road, but they kind of just poo-pooed on it. Even Becky Lynch gets in the ring, and it didn't really come off to me very well last night, and doesn't help that the match ended like it did. It just kind of, you had her kicks Bliss take her legs out from under her and just kind of pin her after that. It was just a very, very odd match, which ended up ending with Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks brawling at the end of the match. And it was not a very, very good segment whatsoever. Let's get to the chat room. This match was horrendous. We got Becky stripping on the table. Usually we have to go to an adult club for that. It's Bank versus Bliss. It started from an injury when they were in NXT. And I really thought this match was going to be a lot better than what we got last night. But the match to me was complete garbage. They definitely promoted it well, but they just didn't deliver at all in the ring. I guess Bliss is a babyface. I'm not honestly sure on that. She's definitely a tweener by all means, because 1 week she's a heel, 1 week she's a face, 1 week she's doing in between type of shit where you don't even know if she's a heel or not, and then she's a heel, and then she's a face. It just seems like WWE doesn't know what the fuck to do with Alexa Bliss. And yeah, Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch at Hell in a Cell, and I'm not really sure if I'm very excited for this match. They, to me, haven't really done much to get me excited. Yeah, we've seen the chair shots. Yeah, we've seen all this other crap. But has WWE done enough in your eyes to get you excited for Banks and Becky Lynch at Hell in a Cell, inside of Hell in a Cell? Because for right now, everybody counting, there's only 3 matches. 3 matches on Hell in a Cell at the moment. And the pay-per-view is this Sunday night. We have Bray Wyatt and Seth Rollins. We have Rowan and Harper taking on Bryan and Roman Reigns. And then we have Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch. Are they going to add, I guess they're going to add about 5 matches in between now and Sunday night. Not a really good look for WWE right there. I'm not really sure if I'm very looking forward to Hell in a Cell because it could be a shit show. But it seems like all WWE is really concentrating right now is on Friday night, and I can't blame them. And they totally forgot about Hell in a Cell. We'll see what happens. Sasha equals Sasha Blue Ass and her fans. Wow. Didn't see any of the match, but Bliss has the title. She's one of the top girls on the roster. They probably wanted her to still look strong, so they probably didn't want her to lose convincingly, says Ted. That's a good point. Adam Bomb says, to explain the heat between Alexa and Sasha, if I remember correctly, Sasha broke Alexa's nose or something, and apparently Sasha didn't think it was her fault, which is why she's taking shots at Banks on Twitter. Not to mention that, I'm not sure if this is accurate, Sasha reportedly had a bad attitude backstage. Welcome to October 3. Only I like that, to be honest. Well, you want that 3 matches on a 4-hour pay-per-view? What the fuck? You need to have some more matches on there. They could add Leo versus Drew for the Cruiserweight title match. That's a good point. That's a very, very good point. I actually agree with you on that. I would actually like that. So, let's move